Hi and welcome to Little Bits Honeybees YouTube channel. I'm Skinny Bee Man here. This is the weekly beginner series, week 11, from since we installed the package. We've got our hive built up into a double deep 8-frame. Last week I told you guys we was going to let you decide whether we split this hive or leave it like it is. I sat down there this morning. Today is the Monday the 18th of June. This will be week 11. Went through all the comments, added them all up. We had 34 said split, 21 said not split. So I guess we're going to split. We're not going to do that today. We're going in and look at this and then see where they're at. Maybe next week, maybe the week after. But there was some concern in there about some people wanting to run a beginner hive from package all the way to fall. Well, I'm not going to leave you guys out either. I'm going to explain how to basically you're going to have a 5-week interlude. We split this hive. I'm going to put this hive, I'm going to put it right here. We're not going to move them. We're going to be right side by side. In 5 weeks, both these hives is going to be back to the same status we are right now. So we're kind of going to be left out of the woods for 5 weeks to manage, but I'm going to tell you how to manage that. 5 weeks we're going to be just managing just like we would if it was a normal package install all the way through and the treatment. And what we're going to do, we're going to get a package of bees. You're going to get 2 hives, which I think everybody ought to have 2. Just so they can compare, and your odds are better getting one through the winter. Because you can do everything right, and still lose bees. There's no guarantee in the bee business. So that's kind of where we stand. And I understand some people doesn't have the equipment to make another split. That's fine. I'm going to teach you how to manage it. We're going to do that today. We're going to manage a hive today. Show you how to keep it the rest of those 5 weeks while we're growing this other hive into back to the status it is now, and then we'll go into management for the winter. So we'll get started here and see where we're at. The super hot day today is around 100 degrees. Heat index is about 120. It's what it's been the last 2 days. I haven't checked it today, but it's still pretty much a scorcher. A little bit of a breeze, thank goodness. But we'll get in here and see what we got on them. See how much they built. They should really be turning on. Still not done much in the upper honey super, which we just put that on there. Basically, this honey super is for next spring, where you got the comb to move up when the honey flows on. Right now, we're in a dearth. They're drinking sugar water by the gobs, and yesterday I seen a few bees on the dry pollen substitute. So they are definitely in a dearth. So they'll be making honey. Well, from now on out, in a dearth, they're going to be consuming honey if you don't feed them, not making honey. So splitting the hive, we're not cutting anything into our honey production. We're not having a flow until this fall. We get the goldenrod and the asters and a few other things that bloom this fall. Get a little bit of a flow. And typically, you could take all the honey off this box feed them the rest of the summer sugar syrup, and when the fall honey flow comes in, they'll make enough, typically make enough there's another one of them big wide combs. That would be a comb that I would take out of here real quick. Another all honey frame. There's a honeycomb weighs over 10 pounds. Now this is a brood comb in here. We're going to set that aside. We're going to try to get that down in the bottom of the box. Let's try to keep all the honey up here on this top box. Got to keep the main thing on managing a hive through the summer. No matter how many boxes we got stacked on, the brood chamber down where that queen's laying, she's got to have a place to lay. We may have so many brood frames we may not be able to get them in the bottom. See, this frame here, them holes, they're all laid up. She has absolutely no place to lay in there. Laid up solid. Tell me the bottom's full. She moved up and laid. Remember, these are all just starter strips here a couple weeks ago. All brood comb. Real pretty nice even cap brood. Really not even been looking for queens. Okay, here's a frame that we need to try to get in the bottom. She's got some eggs laid in it with a little bit of a honey band on it. That gives her some room in the bottom. Another full frame of cat brood. She's been a real good queen. This is a brood, mostly a pollen frame, mostly pollen. Haven't drawed that from that real well, but that's all right. There's our queen. Let me get out of the light so I'm shining. And then where'd she go? The other side? Yeah. She don't like the sun. Okay, so she's looking for a place to lay. All cat brood. Combination of honey. Actually, this box don't look too bad. It's not too honey bound. That's all pollen and cat brood. Okay, this is an all honey frame right here. It needs to go in this top box. It has no business in this bottom box. It's got quite a bit of honey on it, but it's still got pollen. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to run down here and get a empty frame. Okay, I'm back. I have a couple brood frames up here. I want to get moved downstairs. Here's a brood comb. We're going to get this moved down. We'll take this one that they're drawing good and put it kind of in the middle, not on the edge. That way that will put honey in it. I think I've got one more brood comb up here. Now basically what we got all the brood and some open space down the bottom for that queen to keep laying. Center your frame back. Still got one brood comb up there. We had too many brood combs. Okay, we're going to harvest this big old wide frame of honey that this thing was up. We're going to get rid of it. We're going to give them a new starter strip right here in this top box. Super back on. Now we're going to brush all these bees off this honeycomb, and they have a tendency to get mad, so I'm going to put a veil on. I get stung, but I don't like to get stung. Let me read just this video right here so you can see what we're showing. Now, you can consume honey like this all summer out of this hive. They'll make enough this fall. If not, we're going to put a sugar box on them. They'll have enough. There won't be no danger in being in it without enough stores for them. That's beekeeper air. So you can take this and store it if you're worried about it, freeze it, then put it inside in a box where the wax moths can't get to it. Feed it back to them in the fall. Or take it and eat it yourself. Say you can't get no honey off a package first year. Right here, we're going to take about a 6-pound frame off here. I know it ain't all drawed out, but it's 3.5 inches wide. There, we're not even getting too riled to shake it. Breaking them off. I use a turkey feather. It doesn't make them as mad as a bee brush. Whatever reason, I don't know why, but it works really well. Like it doesn't rough them up near as bad. Now, for your people that don't want to split, this is how you manage this box the rest of the summer. Keep the brood down this bottom chamber, keep all the honey up here. If it's all full and they ain't got no place, take a frame or two out, move the honey up, give her that starter strip down the bottom if you can, let them draw it out where that queen's got a place to lay. But if she doesn't have a place to lay, I don't care how many boxes you got stacked up on here, she'll still swarm out. And if you don't feed in the dearth, the queen will quit laying. The queen will quit laying. I don't care if they've got 15 frames of honey in here and there's no food coming in. They only make brood on times of plenty. So if they've got to start eating their reserves, they'll shut down. First thing they shut down, they'll take all the drone larvae out. And then they'll run all the drones out, and then after that, if they do all that and there's still no honey flow on, the queen will quit laying. And sometimes it's hard to get her started back up in the fall, and you got to have her laying in the fall for your winter bees. These bees here are all going to be dead before fall gets here. Bee only lives about 6 weeks from the day it's hatched, so the bees we got to get through the winter is the September and October bees is the ones we're going to get through the winter. Not these bees here. These are just maintaining the hive till it's time to get there. Hope you enjoy the videos. If you do, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell beside it to get notifications. And we'll look at it next week. It's getting real close to splitting. There's a lot of brood in there to hatch, and it may be packed house next week. May not. But that's kind of where we stand. And thanks for watching.